her?
Dr. Robinson, that's where you come in.
I need to make a change to our payment schedule.
I'm Willow Corinthos. I'm here to see my husband. I need to do something about this right now.
How is this? Is Sonny okay?
General Hospital latest update. Drew's desperate plea to Willow backfires when a shocking betrayal rocks her world. As Sonny fights to survive another deadly attack, Mac launches a relentless crime investigation. Meanwhile, secrets, lies, and unexpected confessions threaten to tear relationships apart. Will love and loyalty survive the chaos sweeping through Port Charles? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Drew pleads with Willow. Sonny mystery deepens. Mac investigates crime. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, April 28th to May 9th, reveal that Drew Kane will plead with Willow Corinthos while the SonnyCorinthos mystery deepens. Mac Scorpio will also investigate a crime, so there'll be a lot happening on the ABC soap. During the week of April 28th to May 2nd, Sonny will survive that creepy nurse's attempt to eliminate him, but Carly Spencer will worry the baddie behind these hits could strike again. It looks like Carly will turn to Jack Brennan for help, so he'll offer up a theory. Will Brennan suspect Jen Sidwell is going after Sonny, or will he point the finger at someone else? Speaking of pointing the finger, Drew will be doing plenty of that once Willow comes home and finds him in bed with Jacinda. Nina Reeves will struggle with some regrets about her plan, but she'll let it ride anyway, and that means Drew's going to face Willow's angry reaction. Willow will understandably think Drew cheated when she spots another woman in bed with him, especially since Jacinda will work to sell the story. However, Drew will plead with Willow to hear him out and will work to convince her that there must be another explanation. Once Drew thinks back to the night before, he may realize he was drugged and suspect someone set him up. Will Drew land on Nina as his top suspect? Over with Kai Taylor, he'll celebrate with Trina Robinson at the Savoy ahead of his surgery. Unfortunately, General Hospital has been offering up some ominous hints when it comes to Kai's procedure, so it may not go according to plan. Will Kai wake up paralyzed and make one of Trina's worst fears come true? Next, Jocelyn Jacks will refuse to back down despite the challenges that keep piling up. Although Jocelyn's mission will get tricky, she'll settle on a plan to hopefully charm Professor Henry Dalton and earn her the coveted research assistant spot. That's the next step when it comes to Jocelyn's WSB assignment, so she'll work to pull it off and please Vaughn along with Brennan. Since Brooke Lynn Quartermain will be so stressed out over Lulu Spencer's adoption story, Harrison Chase will try to help. Chase will have a favor to ask Dante Falconeri, so he might think Dante can convince Lulu to ditch the article. Dante may not be willing to request that of Lulu, but he'll at least talk to her and try to ease the tension she's feeling with Brooke Lynn. Lulu and Dante's conversation will end up taking a more personal turn, so look for her to confess she's still in love with him as their emotions pour out. As for Christina Corinthos Davis, she'll put Alexis Davis on full blast over the papers to have her committed. Alexis will face Molly Lansing Davis backlash as well, so how will she handle all their questions and outrage? At some point, Alexis may speak with Christina alone and reveal the events that led to those papers being drawn up. Christina may soon find out that Ava Jerome is blackmailing Alexis and that a mental institution stint could be her best option if her car sabotage ever blows up. Meanwhile, Mac will get updates on a crime, so will he hear about the latest attempt on Sonny's life? The PCPD may have to coordinate with the cops in Los Angeles if that hit is connected to the explosion at Sonny's penthouse. Of course, it's also possible Drew could report the whole drugging situation and try to prove to Willow that he's the victim here. Whatever the case, Mac will wind up doing some investigating. The week of May 5th to 9th could make things even more complicated for Drew, who paid a clinic worker to say Michael Corinthos wanted nothing to do with Willow. Jason Morgan could easily talk to Michael over the phone and realize he never even knew Willow came to visit. Will Drew's web of lies finally start to trip him up? Naturally, Jason will want answers about the repeated attacks on Sonny as well and may do some digging while the mob boss recovers from his surgery. This Sonny mystery will deepen, but things will become clear as the storyline moves along. Finally, Kai could find himself depressed following his own procedure. If Kai's condition is worse than before, he may open up to Trina about wishing he'd listened to her and steered clear of such a risky option. General Hospital spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some difficult medical predictions and some alarming news, so stay tuned. Today's next update: Maxie faces a threat, Sonny's life at risk, and Drew gets played. General Hospital fans, here are your weekly spoilers for April 28th through May 2nd. We'll see SonnyCorinthos saved, Maxie Jones getting a threat, and Drew Kane Quartermain set up. Sonny's brush with death, General Hospital spoilers April 28th. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 28th, Season 62 Episode 160. First, SonnyCorinthos in grave danger. That naughty nurse is trying to inject his four with something sketchy. On Friday, he started to wake up. But he's post-op, so he should be pretty groggy. It's not clear if he whacks her with the tray or she gets the drug in there. Remember, the nurse turned off the heart rate monitor. Monday, Carly Corinthos Spencer walks into Sonny's room at the clinic. She's completely shocked. Hopefully, the assassin nurse has been knocked out. Maybe he had enough strength left in him. Alexis Davis receives a gift. And we'll see if that's after things blow up with her very angry daughters. Because Christina Corinthos Davis and Molly Lansing Davis both want answers. They confront her about the commitment papers. Christina is furious at her mom. She tells Alexis that she did this behind her back. Of course, now Alexis is in this terrible spot. How is she going to explain it? Alexis could just flat out lie and say, "Oh, well, you know, I thought you had some depression issues." This is an awkward situation that could rip the Davis girls apart. Plus, Trina Robinson and Kai are at the Savoy enjoying a night out before he has his surgery. And Curtis Ashford greets Trina and Kai. Of course, Trina's happy to see her dad. But Kai wants to talk to Curtis alone. He offers him an apology, and it must be about him doing the surgery against Curtis' advice. He's a good kid. Gio needs Emma's help on General Hospital. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Gio is looking for help from Emma about something. And Brad Cooper is in a snit. He's very upset at Portia Robinson. She flipped the script and is now blackmailing him. He tells her that this new deal sucks. Portia may amp up the pressure for him to find something she can use against Drew Kane. Also, Tracy Quartermain tells Gio he may want to rethink supporting Sonny. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford meets with Curtis. She wants to give him a heads up. I'm sure it is that she's working for Sidwell. She is going to look like she is conspiring with Drew and probably Ezra. And he's going to see some things that she probably wants to get out in front of. Emma tells Professor Dalton that she thinks he's going to be very impressed. Of course, this is her lobbying for that assistant job. Jocelyn Jacks reports back to Vaughn. But it doesn't look good, and he wonders if she is already failing at her first assignment. Obviously, she's going to tell him about the briefcase. And I don't think she's going to fail. She's just going to have to do something drastic. Anna's suspicions and a steamy encounter. General Hospital spoilers April 29th. Tuesday, April 29th is Season 62 Episode 161 of General Hospital. Spoilers say Anna Devane is suspicious, and there's so many things that could be about. Marco and Lucas Jones get closer. I'm guessing they're going to be having sexy time soon. So, how long until Brad Cooper spots hottie Marco lurking around at General Hospital to see his new honey Lucas? He'll be pretty jealous. Plus, Tracy unpacks some shocking info to Gio. She's going to try and write a reality check about Sonny's gangster influence. Gio may not know that Sonny killed A.J. Quartermain. I think she's going to have to fill him in on some facts from Sonny's history if she wants him to take a closer look at Sonny. Portia gets curious. Portia Robinson walks in on Curtis Ashford and Jordan Ashford. Obviously, they're just chatting. There's nothing suspicious, but they're probably talking about Drew and Sidwell. Are Portia's spidey senses tingling? Because she is still really paranoid about Drew busting her out for what she has done. Speaking of the creepy congressman, well, Drew's going to make a public scene. So, he may be doing what Sidwell encouraged him to do to try and sway voters against Sonny. They want to influence their choice for the Esplanade. We'll see, But karma is coming for the congressman. That General Hospital blindside on Friday was great, that it was Drew that bribed the lady at the clinic to say that SonnyCorinthos didn't want to see Willow Tate. I was expecting Carly to try and get Willow banned. Or Carly to ask Jack Brennan to get her banned. But for it to be Drew, that was great. I appreciated that. Willow's unpleasant homecoming and a theory emerges. What happens on April 30th? Wednesday, April 30th, Season 62 Episode 162 spoilers say Willow Tate is back to Port Charles. But her homecoming is not entirely pleasant. Is she going to find the saucy little hooker in Drew's bed? Another spoiler for Wednesday says Nina has second thoughts, and if it's about setting Drew up, it may already be too late if said hooker is in bed with him already. Brennan shares a theory, and it may be about Sonny's latest assassination attempt. Plus, Alexis Davis is venting to Lulu Spencer, and I wonder if it's about Ava Jerome. Or Lulu may talk to Alexis about her story. Since Alexis gave up Sam McCall for adoption. Also, Laura Spencer and Curtis Ashford put their heads together. BLQ's confession and Drew's plea, May 1st. On Thursday, May 1st, we're on episode 163 of the current season of General Hospital. Spoilers see BLQ opens up to Tracy. Also, Drew pleads his case, and this may be to Willow if he was caught with his pants literally down. Laura Spencer warns Lulu Spencer about something, maybe about blabbing to Dante Falconeri. Chase asks Dante for something. Also, Jocelyn Jax comes up with a plan. Obviously, she's got to get Emma out of the way to be Professor Dalton's assistant as her assignment says. Maxie's ultimatum and emotional talks, General Hospital spoilers May 2nd. Friday, May 2nd is episode 164 of season 62. Spoilers confirm Maxie Jones gets an ultimatum. It may even be something more like a threat. Maybe Sidwell demands they rehire Natalia. If you remember, he promised his ex-wife if she was loyal to him, he'd help her with the deception situation. And with Marco, Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer have a very emotional talk. Lois Cerullo is put on the spot and it may be about the St. Ignatius lie. Nina debriefs with Carly, and this may be about her hooker plan she cooked up. And is Carly mystified when Nina says Michael refused the visit? Also, Max Scorpio learns about a crime, maybe about breaking, maybe about blackmail. Don't miss next week as General Hospital gets deeper into May Sweeps 2025. Today's next update, Willow's wake-up call. Could crisis reignite Willow's love? General Hospital spoilers tease SonnyCorinthos is headed to Germany, but it might not just be about checking on SonnyCorinthos' recovery. With her recent move into Drew Quartermain's orbit and the shocking decision to grant him temporary guardianship of her children, Willow's visit could turn into a soul-searching moment that changes everything. Fans are beginning to wonder if Willow's real purpose is to finally admit she's in too deep, and that the only person she truly trusts to protect her and the children is still Michael. Could this be the moment that reignites their love and derails everything she thought she wanted with Drew? Cracks in the foundation with Drew. Willow's choice to give Drew access to guardianship came from a place of practicality, or so she told herself. But as time goes on, the illusion of stability she thought she had with Drew is beginning to unravel. He's been stepping into decisions that affect her children, her home, and even her emotions, with a level of authority that's starting to feel more suffocating than supportive. There's a growing discomfort that Drew's desire to protect her may be coming from a place of control, not care. And now, Willow may be heading to Michael not just to inform him of the legal shift, but to confess that she's second-guessing everything. Michael still holds her heart. Though their relationship has faced trials, the bond between Michael and Willow has always been rooted in mutual respect, honesty, and deep emotional trust. Seeing him again in a vulnerable state could stir up everything Willow's been trying to suppress. This isn't just a man she once loved, this is the father of her children, the one who's always placed family first, even when he was hurting. If Willow finds herself opening up to Michael about her fears, her doubts, and her growing unease with Drew, it could be the wake-up call she didn't know she needed, and one Michael never stopped hoping for. A decision that could change everything. If Willow admits to Michael that she's made a mistake, it could alter the trajectory of all their lives. With Drew increasingly entangled with Nina Reeves, and building quiet power behind the scenes, Willow may fear that giving him more control, legally or emotionally, was a dangerous misstep. This visit might mark the beginning of Willow pulling back, reevaluating where her loyalties lie, and realizing that her heart never truly left Michael. The question now is whether it's too late to undo the choices she's made, or if Michael will be willing to fight for the family they built, no matter how broken it might seem now. Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.